Ladies, we are here tonight on the show. And tonight, we're going to talk about the two Monday Night Football games, which I think these are the two final ones. I think we're going to start getting just one game starting next week again. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think once the bye week start hitting, they're going to stop doing this. I think they just don't want way too many games on Mondays. And that's why they're doing two. But I think once the bye weeks start happening for teams, I think they're going to go back to just one Monday Night Football game. But yeah, man, so we got the freaking Rams and Bengals. What the hell happened, man? You know, it was a very offensive struggle in this game, man. For both teams. What was it like? 6-6, 9-6 going into halftime. Finally, I thought in the second half, the Bengals got going a little bit. Put a bunch of pressure on Matthew Stafford. I think they sacked him like 7 times. Put a bunch of pressure on him. They finally got going offensively. I believe the final score was like 19-16. Finally, the Rams got a touchdown there at the end. They tried to hit the onside kick and they missed it. I feel like the Rams, man, the first few weeks they looked really good and people were surprised because there were divisional games, right, versus Seattle and San Francisco, and they're familiar with their opponents. Where now you're not as familiar with the Bengals. You know, you haven't played them. Like I think last time they played each other was in the Super Bowl, which was almost 2 years ago. You're not as familiar. And so now the talent showed more on the Rams. Like their offensive line is terrible. Like I said, giving up 7 sacks. Cincinnati maybe finally got going in that second half, but they got a lot of work to do offensively. I don't know how healthy Joe Burrow is. But yeah, this might be more of a reality check for the Rams where they're not that good. They were just getting, the first 2 weeks they were looking a little bit better because it was against divisional teams and they're really familiar with them. But we'll see. And the Eagles and the freaking Buccaneers, man. Philadelphia, man. They're so freaking physical, man. Up in the front, man, with the offense and the defensive line. Freaking, it seemed like any time. Jalen Hurts, didn't play that well. He had 2 interceptions. But I think both times they got the ball back. Jalen Carter for a fumble. And then freaking, I think they got a safety the second time. It's almost like just you're pissing them off by taking the ball away. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Jalen Hurts, man. I feel sometimes they just like run the football. That Taylor Swift guy is really, what's his name? Not Taylor Swift. DeAndre Swift. That DeAndre Swift guy is really good. Run the football with him. That other 14 guy, Gainwell, is really good. Just run the damn ball, man. I think this might be one of the best offensive linemen in the entire NFL. Just run the ball. I feel like they try to do like they did like a fake quarterback sneak at the end, and they try to get Jalen Hurts to go out and pass, and then he got sacked. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing that? Just freaking, nobody can stop that freaking quarterback sneak they do. When they have the 2 running backs pushing Jalen Hurts from the back. Just do that shit, man. Sometimes I feel like they complicate themselves. They want to, I don't know, they kind of want to, also throw the ball, of course, but sometimes I feel like it's a little bit unnecessary. Like, just fucking run the football, man. If they can't stop you, just run it down their throats. Jalen Hurts had 2 interceptions. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Anyways, whatever. Tampa Bay, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. They surprisingly started 2-0. Tonight ran into a very good team. Like I said, it seems like anytime they try to get an interception or something, they would either give it right back, or that one time got hit with the damn safety. They just had no chance. The Eagles are just too physical, both on defensive line and offensive line. And they could have been even worse possibly if Jalen Hurts would have played a little bit better. He had those 2 interceptions. But yeah, man, I saw in week 3, man, a lot of offense started to get going. That was not the case in that Bengals-Rams game, especially in that first half. But overall, I think here in week 3, a lot of freaking offense starting to get going. And so, hopefully we get more better football going on now. I think a lot of teams are shaking the rust off. Now it's running to week 3. So let's see what happens. But now only Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Miami, I believe they're the only 3-0 teams. Everybody else has lost at least once. And we'll see what the hell happens, ladies and gentlemen. I got Mexican diarrhea. I apologize. My energy's kind of low. I fell asleep. I just woke up and did this video as a professional that I am, but Jesus Christ, man. I had freaking like quesadillas, but they were like deep fried quesadillas. I had some frijoles. I had some cheese. I had some cornbread. Jesus, I paid the ultimate price of being a fat ass tonight. Mexican diarrhea, man.